Hi, this is Debbie with Book and Bujo, and welcome here. So today I'm going to go through my Christmas and birthday haul from December. Alright, so first up, we got this amazingly large, but so soft and comfy. Oh my gosh, it's so comfy. Blanket that is queen size, basically. Can work as a comforter or just an extra blanket, and oh my gosh, it is so soft. It's really hard to keep our dog off of this. We don't want his muddy paws on it because it's so nice, but he loves it as well because it is super soft. I'm not going to hold it open though because it is a queen size and it's huge. So the next one, which was unexpected, I did not know I was getting this, but I got this for my birthday, or for Christmas, from my mom and my aunt, my uncle. So my mom and my aunt make quilts and blankets, and basically just for the family. We keep telling them they should be selling these things, but they just make them for the family. So one side is this beautiful checkered pattern, and I love purple, I love black, I love gray, so hence the color. And then this is the other side of it, and it's just a nice little blanket that is so comfy. It's basically flannel and 2 pieces of flannel, and then they put some batting on the inside and then sew it all up, and oh, it's just so nice, so comfortable. My dog also really likes this blanket. He loves blankets in general. So those were the blankets I got. So now for more kind of some apparel, I got this sweater, which I also really like, and it has the white stripe here, and then it also has it on the edging down here, which is fun. And of course I wore a ponytail, so I'm not gonna be able to put my hats on, but so, oh, I forgot to bring my scarf. So my mother-in-law crochets and knits, and she made me this really cool hat, and also she made, well, both me and my husband, she made this, and then she made the Slytherin scarves, because we're both in Slytherin, and then she bought the little crests and crocheted them on, stitched them onto the scarves. So cool. So there's that one. And then my niece actually also crochets and knits and that kind of stuff, and she is a Gryffindor, so she made me a Gryffindor hat, and I love it because it's a small size, and as is the Slytherin one, because I have a really tiny head, and I remember in marching band I used to have to stuff my helmet with newspapers because it would just flop around when I moved my head. Yeah, so I got this one, and then she made a Seattle Seahawks hat for her brother, my nephew, but it is super tiny and does not fit either of their heads, but it fits mine, so that's awesome. Not with a ponytail though. So I get a Seattle Seahawks because that's where they are from. So I'm loving all these wintry hats. Another one for the home. I got these really cool bamboo spatulas and spoons and stuff for my kitchen because I keep breaking the handles on mine because they're all really old. Some of the ones I have were my mom's when she got married, and I got them when I went into college, and so they're all getting a little old. So next up, I have everything on the floor down here in front of me. So next up is some accessories. So I did get some refills for my Tombow correction tape because I do like using this in my bullet journal if it's something big. If it's something small, I just use a white gel pen, which I also got some of those. But if it's something big, then I like using this one. And then I got some really cool book stickers. Hopefully you can see all those, it's not too shiny. So I think those would be really fun in my reading journal. And then I got this really cute clipboard and notepad, which will be fun for some of my to-dos or just some brain dump stuff that I can then transfer into my bullet journal whenever I don't have that with me. And then my sister got me this really cool thing. So a few years ago, she got me a wax stamp with the handle and a bunch of wax to go with it. She got like this big huge thing, just full of different little wax chips, kind of like chocolate chip size. So this time she got me, so this one did come with a handle as well, but it's all kind of leaves and flowers, which is really cool. So that's one. Got, hopefully you can see these in there. And it came with quite a few. I'm very excited to use these. I got 3 more, 4 more, 3 more in here. That one's a fun one. I really like this one too. Okay, we got 1 more, and then, oh, randomness. That's interesting. And then I think from my mom we got, so my sister and I guess both had these growing up, and my mom found them and thought she should give them back to us. Little pins that we had growing up, and then I totally forgot I had this. And I think it was a 2-part necklace. It says I love you on the inside, and the other half is the front of it, but I don't remember. I do remember this part of it. I don't remember if there was another part or not. But I'd totally forgotten that I had those. So I'm actually going to put those in my jewelry box, which is right over here. Alright. So yes, I'm so excited to use these, because right now all I have is a K for my last name, which I do love and use, but these ones I will be able to use in my bullet journal as well, and it comes in this nice little case too that holds them all. So very excited for that. All right, and last 2 more things for the accessories. So I did get, oh, I forgot to pull them down. I've got another set up there, but I got some LED string lights that I can put onto my bookcases, so I'm very excited for that. Okay, next up we got washi tape from my mom for my birthday. And there's a whole bunch of these in there, and I will try and do some swatches because I got a bunch of pens and need to do pen tests too. These are really cool, so stay to the end and I will do pull them out so you can actually see them and everything in front of white paper, which would be a lot easier to see. This one though is my absolute favorite. So this is a black and white Poets Society theme, so it's kind of has a lot of Edgar Allan Poe and Dark Academia vibes to them. There's ravens in there, there's anatomy, so like there's a heart and things like that. It's just, oh, it's so cool. I'm really looking forward to using those. Those are going to come in really handy. Alright, so let's just do some pens. Okay, so I got a 3-pack of my Signo white gel pens, which these ones work really well. And then I got one of my Energel, the Cleana pens. I do really like these as well, the Energel, especially like the 0.3. This one's a 0.3. I do like the 0.4 as well. They have a 0.3, 0.4, and 0.5. The 0.5 is nice, but I really like the 0.3 and the 0.4. I have the sepia or the brown one that has the brown ink in the 0.4. Very excited for this one. And I think I actually still have some refills of this one too, because I do have a couple other the Energel pens. I did give one to my mom though, because I really like them. Alright, so then I got a monster pack of Ohuhu markers, the dual tip marker pens, and they are the water based, and they have a flexible brush tip on one end and the firm fine tip on the other. Let me pull one out. So it comes, it's actually a 3-pack, so there's 3 stories of all of these pens. Let's pull one out here if I can get one out. So this is what they look like, and I like the clear because then you can see, easily see the color, and they do have a number on them. So this one is a number 1. And then here's the brush tip. It is going to be a little bit bigger, more of a medium, and then the fine tip here. Medium to large, a little bit closer to the Tombow. I'm hoping they're a little bit smaller than the Tombows, because I tend to write smaller and don't take up as much space, and so the Tombows are they're just too big. I do like the fine tip side, but again, they're a little bit larger too, so they're not super fine tip. So I'm very excited about those ones. And then I also got the Ohuhu dual tip dot pens, 15 of those, and those also come with the dot on one side and the fine tip on the other. which comes in really handy. And these ones, there's just one pack in here, but they come in some really fun colors. So this is a nice peachy orange color. And then again, the fine tip on the other side, which this is a little bit more the size of the Tombow Dual brush pens. And again, I'll be doing a pen test towards the end of the video, so stay tuned. All right, so next up, I got a major marker haul here, but I've also been tossing a bunch that I've had for my Staedtler dual tip markers, which I love. I've had for, I don't know, at least 10 years, and they're all starting to run out of ink, so I only have a handful of those left, so I'm very excited to get some new ones. So this one is the Aqua by Spectrum Noir, and it is a 12 pack, and again it has the fine tip and the brush tip, and here's all the colors that come in there. And I'm very excited to give these a try. So these ones a little bit different for me, just if I can see if I can get them out. Here we go. And they have, they've got this hexagonal shape to them, and it does have color on both sides, so that's really nice. So we've got brush tip on this end, and we've got, ooh, we got the fine tip on this side. I do like how fine this one is. It's very tiny. And I think the school bus just came by, and that's why Walter is going crazy. He likes to bark at the loud vehicles with loud engines. All right. Well, on that one, I just got all over myself, so there's a sneaky peek of some of the colors there, so that's a begonia. All right, and I'm still going with markers. So this one, we've got the Zig Clean Color Dot markers in the Mild Smoky, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try out these colors. These are right up my alley right now. I am loving these colors. If I can open the container. Okay, and they're just the dot tip on the front there. But these colors are amazing. I kind of like the pastel version of dark colors. Kind of the pastel jewel tones. All right, and then, let's see, I'll save my favorite pens for last. And then these ones are a little bit different. It's the Divical water-based metallic color pens. So these ones are more just a marker. And I actually have started using these. I use these in my reading journal. And they just have a regular marker tip on the end. But they're really pretty. They're not super metallic-y, like it's not like gold foiling kind of shiny, but they are really pretty. All right, and last, and my absolute favorite brush pens besides the Funosukes is the Sign brush pens with the flexible tip. And these are the new colors, so the lighter pastel colors. So I'm very excited for these too, because I believe I have the 10-pack of the other one. It might be a 12-pack, but I'm very excited to add these to my collection. Kind of for my own birthday and Christmas gift to myself. I did see that Ana Luisa was having a huge up to 70% off sale, and I've been wanting to buy some of the jewelry from Ana Luisa for a while, but I really don't like gold. I prefer silver, and I did notice this time when I was looking through that they have now added silver jewelry to their line, so I'm very excited for that. So each year I may get 1 or 2 pieces to add to my collection, because most of my stuff, like I worked for jewelry stores growing up, so like Afterthoughts, which doesn't exist anymore. It used to be part of the Woolworth Corporation, which owned Foot Locker and Champs and Lady Foot Locker and those stores, and it got bought out by Claire's, and I had actually already turned in my 2 weeks notice right when Claire's purchased them, so I only worked for Claire's for 2 weeks. But yeah, so I loved Afterthoughts, but it was, it's geared towards middle school and high school affordability and that kind of thing. So it was somewhat cheaper. It wasn't really high quality jewelry. So that's what most of my jewelry is. So it'll be nice to get something that's a little higher quality and will last a lifetime. So these ones I did get, I've been eyeing these ones for a while, and I got the stars, which I absolutely love these. They are so pretty. I really wanted the dingle ones that had the star on one side and the moon on the other, but those were not on sale, so I did not get those. But I think I paid $20 for those, which was great. And then the other one, they're actually discontinuing, but I really wanted it because I've got just these tiny little spaghetti noodle wrists, and it's really, really hard to find bracelets that fit. Most bracelets that would fit most people's wrists work really well for anklets for me. So I was able to get the Amanda Rach Lee collaboration with Ana Luisa, and it has her little star doodle, and it has the little knob on the end here where you hold this, and then you can pull this down, and it adjusts the size of the actual bracelet so it'll fit tiny little wrists like mine. So I'm very excited I was able to get that, and that one actually was also on sale. It was one of those when they had the last chance sale, and luckily they were kind of going on at the same time, so I was able to get a couple of pieces. Plus they come in these really nice pouches that snap, and you can keep your jewelry nice and safe for traveling. So I'd be able to put my earrings and my bracelet and necklace or something, rings, whatever, in these. So, and they don't take up a lot of room in your luggage. That was my gift to myself. Okay, so next up are my books. Let's start with my Kindle haul. So I did get a gift card for my birthday, and with that I got a couple of books, so because they were having sales, and I had some Kindle rewards points, and I had the digital credits. I had some of those as well. So I got The Ninth Reign, and that one is by Jen Williams, so I've heard some really good things about that one, so I'm excited to try that one this year. I also got Shadows of the Gods by John Gwynne, and then I got the next two in the Of Cinder and Bone series by Kokyo M, so Of Fangs and Fury and Of Dawn and Embers. So I don't know if you can see those or not, but there we go. And then let's see, next up, so I got Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. I also got Gods and Monsters, which is the third book in the Serpent and Dove series, so I have not, that will complete that series for me, so I'm very excited. I'm hoping I don't have to reread the first two, or at least not the second one, because that one was a little disappointing, but I think reading the third one will help me to appreciate the second book better. That's my hope anyway. And then lastly, I'm taking part in the Catch-Up Book Club, who is reading First Law by Joe Abercrombie, so I was able to get The Blade Itself. So basically the first three books, they're having a sale on all three of those, so I was able to get all of three of those too. So I'm very excited to start all of those. Alright, and then I got a tea tasting journal from my Secret Santa. We have so there's a lot of cousins and grandkids and all of that in our family, so the cousins all get together and we draw names. So the cousins and their spouses, we draw names, so we only have one person we have to purchase for, and then we have a spending limit. So that's where I got some of my stationery supplies, but I did get the tea tasting journal, and I'm excited for this one. So I have been putting it into my bullet journal, but since it's the exact same thing for every single one of them, and then I just fill it out for this, it's a lot easier to have a journal that's already complete with all of that. So it has like the name and the brand, your coloring, an aroma and tasting notes, and just your overall star ratings and thoughts. And so I'm excited to fill this one out, so you can kind of see how you can fill that one out there. Okay, and then I also got for my birthday, from my cousin and her daughter, The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake. So I'm very excited. I already finished the Atlas 6 here, so I'm very excited to get into this one and get the second book read. So that is my Christmas and birthday haul, and I will see you in a few minutes over at my desk to do some pen testing and let you see what the washi tape looks like. So see you in a few minutes. Those are so nice on the black paper. Very opaque. Love it. I do pretty good on the craft paper too. The white's not as bright as I would like on either of those. It's more of a light gray, but it actually shows up as a light gray on the white paper, which is kind of nice too. So I think this is the main thing I'm not a fan of with the craft paper as opposed to the white and the black, is the colors just don't show as true. Like, they are so much nicer on the white paper than they are here. They're just a lot paler. The sign pens, brush pens, do fairly well. They're not quite as vibrant, but they hold up fairly well. And the Difficult pens aren't too bad either, but these metallic ones are great. Ooh, that's a pretty purple. Ooh, that's nice on the craft paper too. The Ohuhu dual tip markers come with a pen swatch page already, which is nice. And then they give you one that you can do on your own as well, but it's more of a cardstock kind of feel. So I think the markers would show up differently on that than it would on these papers, which I don't think these will go on the black either. So those are really the only ones I got for the black, but let's get started and see what great colors we have. Oh, and this also comes with extra nibs for the fine tip and the larger tip, which is nice, 3 of each, and instructions on how to replace them. Okay, so these do have numbers on all of them, but they also have a color name on them. That one says yellow. It looks like orange to me.